with setting the stones in different levels, you get the three-dimension part, and you get the shadows, and you can work with that. And it's mostly as abstract, so you're just using pieces with different shapes and form some kind of movement in your piece. And set in cement, and you can hang it outside, and it will be there as long as you live. Yeah, born in 1940, and my father passed away in 47, and we were 5 kids, and the mother eventually, when I was 14, tried to figure out what we're gonna do with it. See, after the war, there was a big demand to repair those church windows. They were blown out through the war, so there was a big demand to replace the old. So the studio I worked with, we had about 6, 7 people constantly working on stained glass. At that time, we also did a lot of work for Canada and South America. There's a distinction between a craftsman and an artist. The artist gets the job, and then the artist looks for a studio to have it executed. And since the environment was so perfect for artists to come to the monastery and work, so we were very well known around Central Europe to execute the stained glass for those churches, and especially. And when I was 20, I wanted to leave wanted to leave Austria. It was too small for me, you know. I was a person who wanted to experiment, and Austria at that time didn't let you, you know. I mean, we were a very tight society, you know. But my mother recognized as the only way for me to just let him go, and you know.
Are they? Do they come from drawings, or are they pretty spontaneous?
Spontaneous. Yeah. I just want to say is, you have something in your mind. First you see the material you have, and then you design with the material. And you have some kind of a movement in mind, and you can set the stone just the way you want to get the dimensions. And
so the color of the stone is very similar. They're very monochromatic, but you change the size and the shape.
That's
of the
correct.
Pieces.
That is correct. It's basic. Right now, I'm into that. Basically, transfer it. But if I do a piece out of my head, then I look at the materials. Usually I start with the large pieces, and I take those, and I know they're gonna fit like this, and then I transfer that, and then the rest, the smaller pieces, I build section by section. You know, I just put the cement here, and this is where I work.
What's the difference in this mirror glass?
Yeah, well, one is bronze glass, and one is a regular clear glass, and the silver is just put on the back. But those pieces are That glass is 3/8 thick. It's not that cheap stuff you buy in those Home Depots and all that. It's cheap. Yeah. Well, that's the way life goes. It runs away so quick, you know.